Hey Yuri, I've been looking all over for you. Yuri starts when I call out her name, but instantly relaxes when she catches sight of me. Midas, sorry I was in the bathroom. Yeah, I figured as much as when I saw you weren't in your classroom. Anyway, do you want to eat lunch with me? I would love to. Come on, let's go to the roof to eat. Start walking together down the hallway, our shoulders nearly touching. The backs of our hands brush together as we walk. Public displays of affection are strictly prohibited in our school, and Yuri's not one for breaking rules. Still, even the smallest touch sparks electricity between us. I still have a link our pinky fingers together, prompting a smile shy on Yuri's face. Shy smile, sorry. We walk together in companionable silence, passing by occasional student and Yuri snatches of conversation from within the classrooms. Midas, isn't the stairwell to the roof in the other direction? Yes, but I was just following you. But I was following you. Leave it to us to do something like this. You walked all the way to the first year's classes without realizing what was happening. I suppose this counts as our exercise for the week. Definitely. As we turn around to head back, I noticed you were curiously peeking in one of the classrooms. Oh yeah, shouldn't Natsuki's class be around here? Mm-hmm. She's in class 1C if I remember correctly. Do you want to say hi to her? Actually, you can even ask her to have lunch with us. Yuri bites her lips and looks over the classrooms again. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I wouldn't want to stop you from talking to your friends. That's actually one of the sweetest things a girlfriend could say. Hey, don't forget, she's your friend too, right? That's true. You can do whatever you want. I mean, it doesn't seem like you're comfortable with it. No, I'm fine, really. Go ahead and ask her. I'll wait here for you. Okay then, if you're sure. With one last glance back, I hesitantly slide open the classroom door. What, we're just gonna bust in Natsuki's room? I mean, in most schools, I think that's not allowed. It doesn't seem like Yuri was too keen on eating with Natsuki, but if she said it was okay, plus it'd be good for her to get closer to other people too, right? Stepping inside the classroom, I met with a few curious glances from students. That's no surprise though, given that not many people know all their upperclassmen. I still find it weird that Natsuki's it's canon that Natsuki's a year younger than us. Natsuki's hunched over alone at her desk, scribbling something on a piece of paper. As I approach, I'm surprised to see that rather than writing, she's drawing something. What are you drawing, Natsuki? Hey Natsuki, what are you drawing? Startled, she looks up and quickly rips the paper off her desk. Midas? What are you doing here? Just saying hi. Okay. Hi. Are you trying to start your own manga or something? No! She turns right at my allegation. Looks like she is drawing manga. If you don't have anything better to do, why don't you beat it? Actually, I did want to ask you something. What? Well, if you want me to beat it, I can just leave. What do you want to ask? Are you sure you want to know? I'm perfectly fine with just minding my own business. I love how we're teasing her. Just tell me already! Okay. I was going to ask you if you wanted to eat with Yuri and me. Oh, well, she looks down at the now wrinkled piece of paper on her lap. With a frustrated sigh, Natsuki crumples the paper up into a ball and tosses it into her desk. What are you doing? I reach out for the ball of drawing, but my hands quickly swatted away by Natsuki. Don't you want to keep your drawing? No, and keep your nosy nose out of my business. Now where are we eating? Okay, that's a yes. The roof, that's okay with you. Yup, just lead the way. As I headed for the door, I still can't help but feel honored at her tossing away her hard work. It's probably like the one poem she threw away before that Monica found. Hey Yuri, guess we're having lunch together, huh? Way to state the obvious. It's called small talk. Ever heard of it? Shush. Yuri and I don't need small talk. Right, Yuri? I admit, it would be nice to live in a society without any of that. Jeez, let's just walk all the way up to the roof without talking then. Fine by me. Yuri? I wouldn't mind. Let's do it then. We stand on the rooftop quietly, the cool breeze giving the sunshine a comforting warmth. Finally, Natsuki flings her arms in the air and speaks in an exasperated tone. I've never heard of that word. That was so awkward. Maybe for you, but sometimes Yuri and I don't talk when we're together. It's just a matter of acclimatizing to the quiet. After a while, you'll learn to enjoy it. I mean, it's not like I hate silence when I'm alone. But it gets so awkward when you're around other people. You guys are weird. Eh, never said I wasn't. Anyway, shall we eat? Yeah, let's sit over there. Let me settle down. Yuri takes out her bento as I pull out my own lunch out of my bag. This happens to consist of extremely healthy options of two packaged breads. Yakisoba bread and my personal favorite, curry bread. As I tear open the curry bread cellophane, I pause. Natsuki has been sitting with her arms wrapped around her legs, making no movement to bring out her lunch. Please tell me you actually have lunch. It looks like she's just staring into space. Natsuki, where's your lunch? She jumps a bit at the question. I forgot. I'm not sure you're forgetting it. I'm not sure you forgot it, rather. I just hope that doesn't involve your dad. Did you leave it on your desk? You can go back to get it if you'd like. I meant I forgot it at home. But you didn't even check your bag for it. It's fine, don't worry about me. I tossed my yakisoba bread at her. Here. I don't know how much you like this stuff, but it's better than nothing. Aww. I have a feeling that we're going to feed her when we kick her out. Please be it. Like, feeding Natsuki would be the best thing ever, but we have to focus on Yuri for now. Whenever a look of, I don't know, shock, surprise maybe? Whatever emotion it is, it causes her eyes to widen for a moment. How low of an opinion must she have to be this surprised? Are you sure? Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna starve you if I give it to you. Okay then, thanks! She enthusiastically tears the plastic package apart and chomps down on the fried noodles and bread. You skip breakfast, so is this just your favorite type of bread? At my question, Natsuki seems to choke on her bite for a second before hastily chewing and swallowing. I skip breakfast. I think this is like a hungry day for me too. At least... no. I'm pretty sure her dad is involved. Strongly. Based on all the mods I've played about Natsuki. But, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see why though. You know, those days when you can never get full? I can relate to that. But most likely results from an unhealthy diet. Are you including me in that statement, Yuri? Well, I can't argue against that. I don't have an unhealthy diet. Okay, maybe I bake a lot of pastries for myself, but looks like Natsuki's out of excuses. Just admit it, Natsuki. You're totally unhealthy. I mean, you don't play any sports and you basically live off of cupcakes. Hey, I make other things besides cupcakes. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm not sure how you two survive this way. You've been doing just fine. We're still alive, aren't we, Natsuki? Quite the high expectations you have there. That's just Midas setting off a low bar for himself as usual. Don't lump me in with him. Wow, way to throw me under the bus, Natsuki. He shrugs and smirks at me. If the shoe fits. Whoa. Who's the one who accepted my offering of bread? You're the one who gave it to me. Don't you dare try to guilt me over that fact. Jeez, it was just a joke. As an apology, I'll buy you a coffee later. That's so sweet of us. Make that a strawberry milk if you got yourself a deal. That's good to me. And with that, we all turn back to our food. After a while, Natsuki polishes off her bread and crumples up the plastic packaging. When I throw this away, I think lunch is almost over, so I'm just gonna head back when I'm at it. See you guys in the club! And thanks for the food. With her faces full of food, both Yuri and I wave off Natsuki. The smaller girl turns and leaves. That wasn't too bad, right? No, I suppose it wasn't. Sorry, I don't know what's going on in my mind. Her weak chuckle causes me to instinctively grab her hand. It's fine, Yuri. You can take your time. Thank you. I'm really grateful that I have you by my side. Her voice adopts a breathy tone for a moment, and her hands feel especially warm in mine. It's really just initiating conversations that's the hardest part. Conversation topics, small talk, awkward silences, everything just deepens the anxiety. Kind of like what Natsuki was talking about, huh? Yes, I don't normally mind the silence, but when I'm made hyper-aware of it, it's perfectly fine, Yuri. I think most people can relate to at least some of what you're feeling. You know, okay. Just when we were about to launch our heartfelt conversation, the bell could have had worse timing. We should start heading back now, shouldn't we? I sigh and nod, picking up my stuff. Yep, let's talk more during the club. Agreed. Man, I don't think I've ever been the first in the club, that is, until now. Well, Yuri would be here with me too, but she had to go to the bathroom again. Some girls have bladders of squirrels. Maybe Yuri wouldn't be. What? Today? Oh, God damn it, Midas, you couldn't go one day without thinking about that, could you? Well, it's a given, we're worried. I don't even know if it's right for me to think about that stuff when I think about Yuri. Wouldn't we be doing her injustice to not consider the hardship she's going through? But then again, I also don't want to define her by her self-harm. I have no idea what to think. Fortunately, my mental beratings are cut short by the rattle of the door opening. Midas, what a surprise! Didn't expect you to see me here yet, eh? No, definitely not. Where's Yuri? She's usually with you, right? After all, you two always walk to the club together. Yes, she might be in the bathroom right now. I'd feel kind of awkward escorting her to the bathroom and all. We'd have to treat her like a fragile little flower, you know? Yeah, I know that. Once again, reminded of the fact that I'm the only one that knows Yuri's secret. Still, Monica may have a point. As I open my mouth to continue the conversation, the door slams open, announcing the arrival of Sayori and Natsuki. Where's Yuri? Hi, Midas. Don't forget about Monica. Oh, and Monica too. Welcome back to the club, you two. Where's Yuri? She's in the bathroom again. Are you looking forward to discussing literature with her today? Something like that, I get. Oh, you two are going to talk today. That's interesting. Or in your case, it'll be more like discussing manga, huh? Hey, manga. It's literature. It's literature. Oh my goodness, someone else. This is new. Sayori, you stole Natsuki's line. Sorry. This isn't a joke. I don't appreciate you two making fun of manga. Especially with people like you who would even consider what I'm saying about it. Idiots. Classic Natsuki. Hello everyone, I apologize for my delay. Why are you suspiciously smiling? Whoa, Yuri suddenly materialized beside me. It's fine, Yuri. You're not late. Now that everyone's here, though, you just get the meeting started. As per usual, we'll have a little bit of free time first, followed by poetry discussions and general announcements. Okay everyone, let's get busy. Begin to split up into smaller groups at that, with Monica leading the way by gently shuffling Sayori off into the corner of the room. Just me, Yuri and Natsuki left then. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Natsuki opening her mouth to speak before Yuri cuts in. Midas, would you like to continue your novel then? Natsuki turns away, brow furrowed in frustration. Oh, do you want to talk with Yuri, Natsuki? Natsuki? Were you going to say something? No, I'm not interested in whatever stuffy book you guys are reading. She glances over at Yuri and says this. I don't know how accurate my hunch is, but I got the feeling that Natsuki wants to talk with Yuri more. Come on, spit it out. What happened during our lunchtime bonding? It's none of your business. I wasn't even going to talk to you. Sorry if this is presumptuous, but did you want to speak with me then? Never mind. She's telling you to speak up. Natsuki. The smaller girl quickly spins around to flee the scene. I know that Yuri wants to get on with the book we're reading, but Natsuki seems pretty eager to talk to her. She just stands with Yuri and encourage her to talk with Natsuki for a change. I'll admit I'm a bit reluctant to give up quality time with my girlfriend. Then again, I could read to her another time too. Either way, you need to make a decision before Natsuki hides away with their manga again. Oh! Well, I'm not supposed to be surprised you considering the text. The text implies that it's gonna be a choice, but I'm gonna say that Yuri needs to talk with Natsuki. I mean, it'd be selfish to just hog my girlfriend. I mean, even Yuri has a life too, so you go talk with Natsuki. Knowing Natsuki, she's probably going to bottle this up and never talk about it again if you don't stop her. So for the sake of everyone's sanity, it'd be probably for the best if Yuri just talks to her now. Hey Yuri, I think you should actually follow up on Natsuki. Do you not want to read today? Oh no, it's just that I think Natsuki really wants to talk to you. You have a point there. To be honest, I'm curious about it. Alright then, if it's fine with you, I'll go speak to her now. Aww, my goodness, Yuri. Go for it. I'll just do homework or something instead. Lord knows I need to work on procrastinating less. I wave Yuri off as I pull off my work books out with a sigh. Guess I'll be pulling a manga today. I just finished a particularly difficult math problem with Monica suddenly interrupts my concentration. Given my feelings on that, I can't say that it's an unlucky distraction though. Okay everyone, it's getting late, so let's hurry up and share our poetry. As I put away my homework, I sense a presence that appears before me. It's Yuri. Just as I'm about to speak to her, Monica interrupts me. Midas, you remember to write a poem this time, right? Yes. What do you mean, bright smile? She's furious. Monica says that with a bright smile on her face. However, I can't help but hear a threatening edge to her voice. Man, when did cute girls become so scary? Yeah, I did. I hope I did you proud of it. Haha, we'll see. I pull out my poem and turn to Yuri, offering me my handiwork. So, how did it go with Natsuki? She pauses as she takes my poem, clearly mulling over her words. Finally, she shuts, speaking with a smile. Well, I can't say that it went smoothly the entire time. She was quite evasive and prickly when I first confronted her. Although there's no doubt that my awkwardness factored into it. This may be a surprise here, but I don't think I've ever approached Natsuki on my own before. So that didn't help matters either. And that's par for the course when it comes to Natsuki. And don't worry about too much about being awkward. You come off as very well-spoken in general. Really? I wouldn't have thought so. Really? Not to downplay your own insecurities, of course, but I do think you have overthink things a lot. And that may be an understatement. It sure is. Anyway, after a bit, we began discussing topics such as our interests. To summarize, we just had a normal conversation. It was kind of a banal conversation that people have every day. Somehow it made me feel content. Thank goodness we chose her to hang out with Natsuki. Anyway, that's both morally correct, because that's morally and in a friendship sense correct, since Natsuki needs to bond with someone that hates her, and I'm happy that she is happy with Natsuki. Her eyes sparkle with life as she says this. That's understandable. After all, isn't a happy life usually made up of small, satisfying moments rather than a few huge joyous moments? You're right. All of these things happening makes me wonder why Natsuki and I fought so vehemently in the past. Part of it was because of our differences in poetry styles, right? I suppose when two passionate opposing opinions clash, absolute pandemonium ensues. That's probably less outrageous than that. Speaking of poetry though, I think Monica's giving me the evil eye, so do you want to start sharing? With pleasure, Midas. In any case, nice analysis today, Midas. Thanks. I've been learning from the best, so... You know, if there's one thing I'm glad when it comes to you and Yuri dating, it's that it makes my job as president a lot easier if more people are enthusiastic about literature. And I'm pretty sure that you've become more enthusiastic about it after dating her. What, so you're not just happy for us as your friends? Well, that goes without saying. Thanks for the support though. In the beginning, I wasn't really sure how it would be if two members of the club were dating. No problem. To be honest, I had my own reservations about it before too. It looks like everything turned out alright, right? Yep, at least I hope so. Anyway, it looks like everyone else is done by now too. So do you want to reconvene with the others now? Sure thing. Okay everyone. Oh yeah, good discussions today. It's actually really great practice for our Japanese classes, you know. And as you know, finals are coming up next month. Natsuki and I instantly groaned. Don't remind me. They're still a whole lot away. No need to bring them up now. But the early bird catches the worm, right? But what's the worm in this case? I guess it'll be good grades. Good grades which lead you to being able to get into a good university and thus find a well-paying, stable job. Which will then prevent you from having to die alone without a family nor a home. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Okay, if you don't like that idiom, how about this? An ounce of prevention prevents a pound of cure. That's much better. And I assume the pound of cure would be failing grades. That's right. We all know what failing our exams will lead to. Let me guess, living under a bridge and dying alone. You've got it. Jeez. When did you become such a mom, Monica? Momica. Plus, high school isn't even mandatory, you know. Plenty of people live normal lives without going to university too. I know, I'm just exaggerating. Sorry, I think I'm projecting my stress on everyone. I definitely think that it's wrong to assume that the only path to career success is through higher education. All that does is oversaturate the job market with random degrees and bury young adults in tens of thousands of dollars in debt. And at the same time, these young adults often don't even know what they really want to pursue a career in. Some people might even be better off in trade school or doing freelance work. Pardon me if this is too straightforward, but there seems to be some cognitive dissonance at play here. Cognitive dissonance? Oh, you mean that someone believes in two conflicting ideas? Wow, that's smart. That's smart considering Sayuri said that. That's right, and Yuri's actually right too. I don't think that people should be forced to go to colleges to fulfill societal expectations, and yet I feel that pressure too. Of course, I also want to go to a good university so that I can get better myself. But there's always this pressure at the back of my mind. And I don't even know what my parents would do if I didn't go to university. So I guess all that stuff you said before about pressure and being busy was true, huh? Natsuki, did you think Monica was lying all about that? No, I just thought she was exaggerating. That's fine, Natsuki. Some of the stuff I say does sound far-fetched at times. And you really had to take you out on a spa day sometime, Monica. Damn, that'll be cool. We're going to the spa with the Rich Club. Actually, everyone probably deserves a day of relaxation at this point. Especially Yuri. A group spa day? Why, Midas, are you hoping for a spa with mixed baths? Oh no. What? No! Damn, now I can't stop thinking about it. Besides, Yuri's the only girl for me. Aww. Come on, Yuri. Let's show them all and go to a mixed bath by ourselves. Yikes, we're saying that out loud. I mean, look, she's awkward. She's frustrated, and we all probably know how sad she is on the inside. Yuri's completely red in the face now. I've really got to remember not to make jokes like that around her. I'd rather have you not show us that. Yeah, Midas, don't be gross like that. Sorry. Okay, let's go back to on the topic where Midas makes Yuri implode out of embarrassment. Hey, Yuri's not that embarrassed. Are you, Yuri? Well, she's smiling, so I guess she kinda wants it. I guess. Let's talk about the exams. Whoops. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Wow, so even Natsuki would rather talk about exams, huh? Same here. Alright then. Now, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun a bit, but I was thinking, how about we hold a few study sessions together for exam prep? Aren't you forgetting the finals aren't for another month? Well, wouldn't you like that? We're going to spend, like, a whole month, just the four of us, studying together. That sounds pretty cool in my opinion. They don't have to be held right now. We could get together when it's closer to the final season. Personally, I believe that holding a study session together would be a good idea. See, even Yuri likes it. Between the 5 of us, each subject will have at least one person who's proficient in this area. In its area, rather. And that way, you could have those that excel in certain subjects and those who struggle more in those classes. Yeah, I think making a study group is pretty smart. It'll help motivate us more too. If you all supported each other and cheered each other on. I don't have any objections to it myself. Yay! That sounds pretty good. And as Sayori said, it'll stop us from procrastinating. You mean stop you from procrastinating? Oh really, miss? I lost my workbook. Meaning, that isn't even procrastinating. That's just me being absent-minded. Okay, but who's the one who rushed over to copy homework during lunch before? Fine. It'll stop you and me from procrastinating. Happy? Very. Hey, this is all really cool and whatever, but I think you're all forgetting one tiny detail. I'm not in the same year as you guys. I kinda forgot that. There really is no point in inviting me to the study group because I won't be able to help anyone with their work. But we can't leave you out. This is a club thing. And even if you can't help us study, you can still provide emotional support. Good old sweet sunshine Sayori. God, I'm so happy that that's the case. Yes, I really don't mind if you're with us. Rather, I think I'd actually like it if we could all study and talk together. Even if we all studied totally different subjects. And I suspect that Monica feels the same thing too. You can't just go abandoning a fellow club member and a friend like that. Yeah. What do you say, Natsuki? You joining us? Yeah, okay, fine. But only because you'd all drag me along anyway. The wide grin on her face betrays Natsuki's true thoughts. Well, that's settled then. Yay! This'll be fun. Funny how by this point we can all tell that she really means the opposite of what she says. I know you'd say yes. Geez, it's something to cheer about. I'm really glad that everything's settled nicely now. Actually, that should be it for today too. Thanks for the hard work today, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Phew, I somehow feel exhausted already. To be honest, same. Hold on, I don't believe we ever planned out the actual dates for the study sessions. But thanks for reminding me, Yuri. Let's discuss it in the group chat so we can all write down what schedule best fits us. We all make noises of affirmation as we pack up our things. Studying with the girls, huh? With any luck, Yuri and Monica's influence will somehow pull up my grades. Not to mention that it'll be a lot more fun studying with friends. Although, there will undoubtedly be some disagreements when it comes to studying literature. Oh well, it'll be all worth it in the end, right? I'm guessing something bad will happen, but it's right. Midas is right. It'll be all worth it in the end.